Poetry won't save the world, but it did save me. And I bet it saved you too. Even if you don't know it. Even if you don't remember. The fourth thing is that the tragedy of life isn't that we keep crashing into each other, it's that sometimes we miss. In another life, we could have been sisters.
He her because she was queer. And you voted for this!
Oh my word, man. So it's taken the left all of what, 5 minutes to turn this whole situation into an absolute clown show. I mean, you've got to hand it to him at this point because it is a talent. It really is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your host, JD. I hope you're all doing well and you've all had a great day so far. Now, in today's episode, man, it is going to be full of total insanity. And as the video goes on, it's just going to get progressively worse. A lot like society, right? But as you can see, once again, the insanity is coming from the woke activists and their reaction to activist Renee Nicole Good losing her life after she went ahead and hit an ICE agent with her car. So in self-defense, the agent her. Now, this story has essentially become one of the biggest stories, if not the biggest story, and rightly so. Everybody is talking about it because, to me and to a lot of people, it just highlights how radical the left have become. I said last time when talking about this whole story, it's truly awful she lost her life, and she shouldn't have lost her life, but she also shouldn't have been there in the very first place. She didn't need to be doing what she was doing. But because the left have become so radical and obsessed with protecting people who shouldn't be in the country, they're now willing to get involved with ICE operations and put themselves in dangerous situations, and look at what happens. Think about that. That is what is really going on. This is what these woke activists are doing. And these activists have become so comfortable in the ways that they are now acting because they haven't had to fear consequences. In fact, you know what? They have been encouraged to act aggressive towards ICE, not only from the mainstream media, but also people in high positions. But what these activists fail to realize is, you know, life isn't a video game. It carries serious consequences. They don't live in reality, which explains why half of them are trans. You know, they seem to think in their minds that they can do anything and get away with it because that is the message that they have also been told. But that doesn't happen. That's not real life. That's not reality. People get hurt and unfortunately lose their lives. But the reaction now to this whole situation from the left, the liberals, is actually borderline insane. And I'm not joking when I use that word. I know we say it quite a bit, but I mean it. It is insane. Not only are there mass protests, not only are there woke celebrities virtue signaling, but the TikTok videos, the social media posts that are coming out, man, you are not going to believe what you're going to see in this video. But before we get into it all, ladies and gentlemen, just make sure to like, hype, share and subscribe. Let's get into it, mate. We are in for a bumpy ride, I tell you that. But as I mentioned, due to this awful situation that took place, the left have been out there in the streets protesting in their thousands, chanting hateful and violent things towards ICE. They are now actually demanding revenge. They're even still clashing with law enforcement because, again, these people just don't seem to understand reality and have lost their minds. Now, if another terrible situation happens, we hope it doesn't, but if it does, do you think these people are going to take accountability, or are they going to blame everybody else? Are they going to go in the streets again and demand more action, violence, revenge? I think the answer is pretty clear to see. So clear to see, even Stevie Wonder could see it. But from here on out, this is where things just get extremely hard to watch. There is a serious mental health problem in this country.
He shot her because she was queer. He shot her because she was queer. You can see so clearly. I didn't think that it was like that before, but when you see the footage, he shot her because she was queer. And you voted for this!
No! No! Oh my God! What the What the You just What the did you do? You know what we're going to right now?
What?
We are going to what's called a vigil. Do you know what a vigil is?
What?
So it's where you like hold candles and you sing and you pray and you think about someone who
Oh, like the church?
like church kind of. And yesterday someone
Baba?
not Baba, I know your Baba last year.
Yesterday, a woman named Renee Good, she was by one of those ICE guys. Remember how we talked about the ICE police officers? Not the regular police, the ICE police.
Oh,
They this woman.
why?
These ICE officers are just trying to take all of the immigrants. Remember we talked about that? Like the people daddy helps? What are immigrants?
I don't know.
So they're the people that come from other countries and then they live here. And a lot of times they have different accents or they speak other languages, right?
Like healing?
Yeah, and they have different skin color, right? Maybe they have darker skin. Some do, some don't. The person who died is up in the sky. Yeah. And does it matter where anyone comes from? Are we better than them because we come from America? No. Nobody's better than anybody else. Doesn't matter what they look like. Doesn't matter how they talk. Right? And so, yes. And so, remember Trump? ICE works for Trump. And he wants all the immigrants to go away, especially the ones with darker skin. Is that the right thing to do?
White liberal women. I mean, these people, they are genuinely lunatics. These are the sort of videos that are now coming out. Now, regardless of how people feel towards this whole situation, I think we can all agree, this is not normal. This is actually very strange behavior. And people like this need help, serious help, mentally. I'm getting massive 2020 vibes right now. I don't know about you guys, but they want this to be Floyd 2.0 so badly that this is what they're doing. Again, this is not normal, but let's carry on because it doesn't stop there. Protesters gather beside Renee Good's memorial. A few individuals appear to be performing a ritual over it. Come on, man. Again, this is not normal. Toronto trans activists stage a protest in support of Renee Good. White supremacy is trying to take away the rights of trans people.
At the Trans Rights Commission of Toronto.
I didn't really want to be here. Speaking.
When it barely had 24 hours to prepare.
When I barely had 24 hours to prepare.
I didn't have a clear idea.
I didn't have a clear idea
Of what I was going to talk about.
of what I was going to talk about.
All I knew is trans people need our support at this moment.
Trans people need our support at this moment. We are seeing now
That white supremacists
are trying to take away
the rights of trans people
all over the globe
to have a safe haven where they're free to be themselves, free from government repression, where they can be protected, where they can find community, and where they can be respected, for who they are. And they're taking this away in two different ways. One is that they're trying to prevent them from having the opportunity to come here in the first place. And the other is by taking their rights away once they are here.
All right, enough of that. Because I don't know what these people are doing. What are they doing? The fact that these trans activists have somehow, some way managed to make it about them and are claiming that white supremacy is trying to take away the rights of trans people and again somehow linked it to this whole situation. I don't know what planet these people are from, but it's just insane. And look, I don't want to be mean here because this is a serious situation, you know, but a lot of these people are actually acting like they're possessed by something. I mean, you could say this is the woke mind virus. You could say this is what happens when the woke mind virus takes full control of these people. Because I don't know how else to explain it. And it just gets worse. Transgender man makes a poem in memory of Renee Good, who was while attempting to run over an ICE agent. In another life, we could have been sisters.
The third thing is that poetry won't save the world. It won't undo the things someone did to you because they thought you deserved it, because they thought they could get away with it. It won't undo your worst day, and if your worst day is still coming, it's still coming. It won't dismantle ICE. It won't defund the police, and it won't cast down this empire of ruin by itself. It won't undissect any fetal pigs, and it won't bring anyone back. At least not for long. Poetry won't save the world, but it did save me. And I bet it saved you too. Even if you don't know it. Even if you don't remember. The fourth thing is that the tragedy of life isn't that we keep crashing into each other, it's that sometimes we miss. In another life, we could have been sisters.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am running out of words. I actually think my voice is going making this video, and it shouldn't be this way, right? We shouldn't be talking about the situation in this way, but look at what these people are doing. And I don't want to be mean again, but this is getting ridiculous. They have turned a situation where they could pay their respects in a normal way into, as I said at the very beginning, a total clown show. And we're not stopping there, oh no, because as I said, it just goes on and on and on. We even have trans non-binary, how that makes sense, I don't know, but trans non-binary influencer Jonathan Van Ness posting this.
Ooh, I'm sure like a lot of you woke up with a really heavy heart today. I lived in Minneapolis, went to hair school there. I have so many friends there, and it has just been heartbreaking. The ICE presence in Minnesota has been so thick. Like, so many of my old friends have been telling me about the Latino community and how devastated and scared they are because ICE is just everywhere. Then with what happened last night with Nicole, and to be gaslit by the government, when we know that the Supreme Court has just said that people can be pulled over based off of their skin tone, which I'm literally not making that up, like that's a thing. The Supreme Court said that Donald Trump can do anything with impunity while he's president. There are reasons that we should be really concerned. And if you're not watching the news right now, and look, I get it, I'm just like a reality TV host, but a reality TV host did become the president. And so, you know, who knows? But we have to keep our eyes open right now. This is like, it's just more compassion, more empathy, more understanding, but also a little bit more wake up. This is, if you're not talking to your friends and family about this, you really should be talking to your friends and family about this by now.
Listen to what these people are saying. Listen to the lies, man. You know what? I don't even know why I'm sat here saying that, because I wouldn't expect anything else from Jonathan Van Ness, because in a previous video with Jasmine Crockett, they agreed that somebody committing a crime doesn't make them a criminal.
I do want people to know that just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal. That is completely different. Being a criminal is more so about your mindset. Committing a crime can come for a lot of different reasons.
Because it could have been like a crime of survival. Like you're trying, like you stole like diapers because you have like no money and like you got kicked off stamp.
Right. Normal. But again, isn't this just how most liberals and most leftists think? They seem to think that crime is justified when it suits them. And if it's not, activists, influencers going crazy, we also now have, as you would expect, celebrities virtue signaling. For example, at the Golden Globes recently, celebrities such as Mark Ruffalo and Ariana Grande wore anti-ice pins on their outfits. Wow. What? And then we have this coming from Swedish pop star Zara Larsson, who posted an insane leftist litany ending with "I effing hate ICE. I love immigrants, I love criminals, I love trans people, I love queers, I love women, I love contraception, I love welfare, I love socialism, I effing hate ICE." You know, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it's just better to say nothing and let the madness speak for itself. But it's me, so I can't help but comment. Maybe she was on about the ICE in Sweden, but I doubt it. Apparently, this woman, this celebrity, who I've never heard of, maybe you guys have, but apparently she loves criminals. Right. So does she love the criminals that commit harm against women and children? So can we see how ridiculous this is? But again, this is the mindset of these people. So should we be surprised? I don't think so. And you know what gets me? Women like this, the leftist women, liberal women, will post stuff like this. They will stand up for criminals and say they love them apparently, but then they'll complain about not being able to walk the street safely. Idiots, man. But I'm just going to say this now, and it might be controversial to say, but I think there's a lot of truth to it. This outrage we're seeing from the left, the liberals, to me, is very disingenuous. Very disingenuous. I don't buy most of it, because these were the very same people a few months ago who were celebrating Charlie Kirk losing his life in the way that he did. Most of them celebrated. They mocked his death. They still mock it today. In fact, they still mock his family. But a few months later, a radical woke activist loses her life, unfortunately, by trying to run over an ICE agent, and now they're acting like this. To me, it looks extremely ridiculous. You know what? If this woman managed to seriously hurt this ICE agent, they would be celebrating that too. And I didn't see these celebrities wearing a pin or calling for more unity and condemning what happened when Charlie Kirk lost his life. Most of them were silent, but now, every single one is speaking out. So you can just see from that how performative most of it is. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts on everything that you've seen within this video? I'd like to know if you made it all the way through. Well done to you, because some of those videos are just out of this world, and not in a good way either. But if you have also enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. But until next time, it has been your host, JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out.